Okay, today I'm going to be reviewing some product by Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have the loose highlighter in the shade Bomb and the luminous powder in the shade Carrot. And I'm super excited because I have followed Jaclyn Hill for a very long time and I absolutely love her. So I'm going to unbox it and just show you the packaging, which I'm sure you've seen because I am late to the game with this. The packaging is super cute. I love packaging. It's really good quality. I like how it's like frosted and it has Jaclyn, and then the lid is really pretty as well. So this is the luminous powder. And then same exact thing, but a little smaller. I'll open it up. It has a little stopper on it. I should have taken this off before the video. So it had the little protector so you didn't lose any product. And I will swatch it for you. So the highlighting powder is just supposed to be a really intense highlight. And I'll read the description to you also. So I have my computer in front of me and I'm going to read you the description and the price, and I'll do a swatch. So online it's called the Beaming Light Loose Highlighter. It retails for $24. Again, I have the shade Bomb. And the description says, light up the room with this silky soft ultra beaming highlighter. Enriched with super fine pearls, our high impact formula delivers an intense build up, wet shine look. Use it to amp up your best features. Think eyes, cheeks, and Cupid's bow. Or dial up the intensify for maximum glow factor. And then I will swatch this for you. So nothing on my hand. Super pretty. Next is the Mood Light Luminous Powder, and I have it in the shade Carrot. It's described as a soft golden glow, ideal for medium or light skin tones. Retails for $32. The description says, bring out that inner glow with this magically luminous powder infused with diamond and rose quartz powder. This multi-purpose formula blurs imperfections, enhances your complexion, and delivers a radiant finish. Used as a finishing powder all over the face to get that lift from within. Look or apply to targeted areas for a soft highlight. So I will swatch this as well. I will say it doesn't come out of the top very fast, so that's kind of nice. So right here, nothing. And these are just hand swatches, so you can see nice sheen, kind of blurs it out a little. We'll just see how it does to my face when I do my makeup. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my makeup and kind of talk through it. So I'm just gonna do my makeup as normal and just use the new product. So first, I already moisturized my skin prior to filming. And so I'm gonna go in with my primer. It is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Use this all the time. And if you hear anything, my dog is up here. So I apologize in advance. So I use a little bit and I just put it, I really focus my primer right here because I have some pores and on my nose, chin, and then I just really work it wherever. It's kind of like almost, it's like silky tacky feel. So it really helps my foundation stay in place all day. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I use the color Soft Beige, and I always shake it before. And I'm just going to apply that all over my face. I love this foundation and it's only like $6. I have quite a few foundations and I always reach towards this one. Sorry, I needed to put a headband on to get my hair out of my face. So just put that everywhere, and I'm running low on this, so I need to get more really bad. Okay, and my beauty sponge is already wet, but I'm gonna spray it with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And if you're wondering why there is teeth marks in my beauty sponge, my dog for some reason likes to eat my sponges. I can't tell you how many I have replaced. I got this one 2 days ago. So you just blend your foundation in. I also started using the Borboleta Lash Serum 2 nights ago. So I will let you know how that works because I currently do not have lash extensions, and they say that that is supposed to really help grow your lashes, make them thick and stronger and darker. So I will keep you posted. So these are my lashes with nothing on. So really blend your foundation out. Blend it down. Now I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. My shade is NW20, and I just put this on my fingertips, and then I apply it where I want to brighten up. This is about 1 shade lighter than my skin tone, I would say. That's typically what you want to go for when you're wanting to just hide the dark circles or kind of highlight. You could even go 2 shades lighter. Just depends how light you like your foundation. Concealer. Okay, now I'm going to spray a little more of the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And I'm going to use the pointy side actually. And I'm just going to go in and blend my concealer. And I always like to get on top of my lid, no matter what. If I'm only going to do a little bronzer on there, or if I'm going to do an actual full eye look, I still get up there just to make sure my skin tone is even. And now I'm just blending out my concealer. Okay, so now that that is all blended out, I am still going to set my under eye with the Shade and Light Contour Palette by Kat Von D, just for a little extra coverage, just because I don't know how much coverage that will give me, but I'll mix it actually. So first I'm going to go in, and I always make sure to dab out underneath my eye to make sure there are no creases. And I'll go into the Jaclyn Hill. I'm just going to take a little. Pretty. Tapping out. And then going in with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics loose powder. I'm going to dump a little more out. You can kind of see like a nice shine to it, and I don't know if I will like that underneath my eye, but hey, it's for the experience of the video. I'm just going to set the rest of my concealer normally. There's still a little left over of that loose luminous powder on my brush, obviously. So my under eye is kind of glowy, but that's okay. And then instead of setting with I usually set with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I don't think I'm going to go in at all with this. I'm going to go in with just the setting powder from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. It is pretty close to my skin tone. And so I'm just going to go in with my big fluffy brush, swirl around, tap off the excess, and just set my face like normal. It does kind of give me a nice glow, I will say. It's pretty. Okay, so a way to tell also if you are nicely set, your makeup's nicely set, is if you like kind of rub your fingers across it and it's not like tacky. So when you put your bronzer on, there's no like weird blotchiness. And it feels pretty good, so I think I'm all set. I don't need to go in with my other setting powder. So I'm going to bronze up my face with the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And I just go in with a big fluffy brush. Really just bronzing up. I bring it down my neck. So far, I do think it looks really pretty. You can kind of see it through my bronzer. It looks really, really pretty right here. I want a little more bronzer, so I'm just going to add a little more. I'm very fair, so we're just going to bronze me up. So I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have it in the shade Lyric in Shadow Play, and I'm going to just take the bronzer. It's a little more cooler than the Hoola bronzer, so it'll give you more of a sculpted look. And I put that just at the tip of my hairline, just to kind of create a shadow effect. And on my jaw bone. Then I'm also just going to dust it on my nose to kind of give my nose a little color. And then I'm just gonna kind of buff it out a little bit. And then I am still going to bake. Gonna use the Kat Von D in the shade Lyric. And then I will just kind of highlight tip of my nose and maybe put a little under my eye just because that was a little shiny for me. And while that sits, I actually am going to do something to my eyes. I'm just going to take the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics little palette. And first I am going to take Stark and just apply it all over my eyelid, just to have a nice little color laid down. It's super close to my skin tone. I'm just going to do a little bit of like a smoky eye. Then with that same brush, I'm going to go in with Frisk. It's kind of fluffy, so it doesn't really matter, but when I'm doing this, I am aiming to keep it like right in my crease, a little bit higher in my crease, because the darker shade I'm going to bring lower. So this one is just going to aim right here, just kind of flicking it and working in the remainder of the product. And I always have my eye open when I'm doing this, just because I think it's easier and you can see where you're laying down the product. Doing the same thing on the other eye. And that noise you hear is my dog licking his Kong. So he has peanut butter in it, so he will leave me alone. So I'm really sorry about that. Just a little more of the shade Frisk in the outer corner of my eye and just kind of working it in. Okay. And now I'm going to take like a more pointed brush and I'm going to go in, it's the shade Cover. It's just a little darker. I'm going to aim to keep it a little lower. Just like so. And then with the other brush, I'm going back in and blending that out. Switch brushes actually. I'm going to go in with this brush. It is more dense. And also, I'm going to go in with Primal. It is darker than the last color. And it looks a little messy right now, but once I start blending, it will be fine. My makeup always looks really messy until the end, and it's a little scary, but hey, I get the look I want. Then I'm going to go back in with Stark just to blend it all out. Then, just because I have this brush, it is super fine, I'm going to take the darkest shade in Undone, and I'm just going to, this is kind of like a liner brush, I'm just going to put it right here, kind of like some liner. And then I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to kind of buff it out. And then I'm going to do the other eye the same exact way. Okay, now that my contour has been baking for a little bit, I am going to brush that off. And I am going to go in with NARS in the shade Orgasm Blush. And I like to put a little on my nose, chin, forehead. So there is that. Now I'm just going to take whatever is left on the more dense brush and flicker it under my eye to kind of give that smoky effect. Just really smoke it out. And now, time for the highlighter. First, I kind of want to go in with the loose powder because it said you can use it as a like subtle highlight, and then we can build it up with the highlighting powder. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush. So I picked up some powder on it. I'm just going to put it where I would normally put the other highlight. It looks really pretty. I would definitely, like, this would be really pretty for like a bride who doesn't want too much like of a bam highlight. That is not going to be me, but very pretty. Now I will go in with what I'm most excited about. I'm actually going to just use the same brush. I can't seem to find my highlighting brush that I normally use. So yeah, we're just going to use the same brush. So I've just like the teeniest amount. It's really pretty. It says it's buildable, so just staying home, so why not add even more? I am very glowy. Going to do the same thing to the other side. I don't know if you can really tell, but I do have some texture, and highlight always picks up the texture, which whatever. But I think it's very pretty. Put some on my chin. Wow. And I will pick up a little with my finger and do my nose like I normally would. And my Cupid's bow. That would looks really pretty. It's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. So now I'm going to set it. And then after I set it, I always just dab it out. This just makes everything blend really nicely together. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows because after I set my face, I feel like they stay up a lot better. And I normally don't fill in my brows just because I already have super thick brows. I mean, I could of today because I did kind of do a lot more makeup than I normally do. And I'm just going to go over with some clear brow gel. My brows are crazy. They really need to be waxed, so I'm just going with it. Okay. And now for some mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous in the shade Blackest Black. I'm just going to go in with a gloss. It's called the Sexy Mother Pucker in the shade Spun Sugar. This is like a plumping gloss. He's messing with my nice decor pillows. If he's actually humping it. I'm keeping that in there for sure. Okay, so lip gloss on. I'm gonna take this out. And the reason I wore a tank top today is because I wanted to use the highlighting powder on my shoulders. So I'm going to start with the setting powder that says it can be like from a within glow from within. And we'll use that same brush, and I'm just going to put it on my shoulders, which is very pretty. But I want a little more. So I want something a little more intense, so I am going to go in with the loose highlighting powder. I'm just going to put that at the tip of my shoulder. And then also my collarbones. And it just gives a really nice, pretty glow. So that concludes my makeup tutorial today and my nice little visitor. But overall, I do really like the setting powder and the loose highlight. The powder did give me a really nice, like almost blurring effect, but still like a nice like shine, like it's my skin still. So I really like that, and the highlight is super blinding, and I do love that. I'll have to try it out a few more times to really see how I feel about it, but overall I think it is really pretty. I'll give you a close-up too.